high-tech, high-pressure society, it is more important than ever to find relief for fatigue and tension, to stimulate the body's self-curative powers, and to cultivate both mental and physical well-being. Shiatsu. Literally, it means finger pressure, and basically it is that simple. When a part of the body is sluggish or in pain, the instinctive human reaction is to rub or press it with the hands. There are approximately 700 pressure points on the body. Shiatsu is a method of treatment with which you apply pressure on these points with the fingers and hands to relieve fatigue and tension in the muscles and organs and to stimulate the body's natural powers of recuperation. It is also effective in preventing sickness. Shiatsu may be used regardless of age and sex, and because no medicines or medical devices are used, there are no unpleasant side effects or mechanical difficulties. And because Shiatsu can be applied by yourself at any time, it is well suited to busy, contemporary lifestyles. Shiatsu is not just pushing hard on a particular point. Direction and strength of pressure are both important. The amount of strength used is simply a matter of how much feels good. Some points may feel painful, but it should not be more than is comfortable. And generally, pressure is applied perpendicular to the skin. Before applying pressure, take a breath, then press as you exhale. This is the most important point to remember. You should apply gentle pressure for from 3 to 5 seconds at each point, and you should repeat each process 3 to 5 times. Shiatsu should not be applied on an empty stomach, nor right after eating. It should also be avoided if you are feverish or intoxicated. Here are 10 fundamental ways to apply pressure. 1 thumb pressure. Apply pressure with the thumb of either the right or left hand, pressing with the thumbprint area. Thumb on thumb pressure. Place the left thumb atop the right thumb and apply pressure with the right thumbprint area. Pressure with the left middle finger on the right middle finger. Place the left middle finger atop the right middle finger and apply pressure with the right middle finger's fingerprint. Pressure with the middle and index fingers. Place the middle finger on top of the fingernail of the index finger, then apply pressure. 3-finger pressure. Apply pressure simultaneously using the index, middle, and ring fingers of the same hand held tightly together. 3-finger pressure using both hands. Put the index, middle, and ring fingers of each hand together and, touching fingertip to fingertip, apply pressure with both hands simultaneously. 3-finger on 3-finger pressure. Apply pressure placing the 3 fingers of the left hand atop the 3 fingers of the right. One palm pressure. Hold all 5 fingers together and apply pressure with the whole palm of one hand. Hand on hand palm pressure. Hold fingers of both hands firmly together and place the palm of the left hand on the back of the right hand. Then apply pressure with the right palm. Pressure with both thumbs. Place both thumbs so that they touch slightly at the tips and form an inverted V. Then apply pressure simultaneously, pressing with the thumbprint area. Shiatsu relieves muscle pain, stiffness, fatigue, and at the same time increases flexibility. Stretching extends and strengthens muscles, stimulates blood flow, and generates stamina. Shiatsu Plus stretching gives you the good benefits of both. For best results, always stretch after you have performed Shiatsu. And Shiatsu is best applied first on the left side of the body, then work toward the right. First, warm up the fingers and hands, starting with the wrist. Grasp the wrist and apply pressure to 3 rows of 3 points each. Work from the little finger side to the center to the thumb side of the wrist. Use 1 thumb pressure for 3 seconds each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then do likewise on the outside of the wrist. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Next, the palm of the hand. Apply pressure to 3 points each from the wrist toward the fingers in 4 rows between the bones to each finger, working from the little finger toward the thumb. Apply 1 thumb pressure for 3 seconds at each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat this process 3 times. Next, apply Shiatsu to the back of the hand. Apply pressure to 3 points each, from the wrist toward the fingers, in 4 rows between the bones to each finger. Work from the thumb toward the little finger. In the same way, apply 1 thumb pressure for 3 seconds at each point, and repeat the process 3 times. Now the fingers. There are 3 pressure points on the thumb, and 4 points on each of the other fingers. Pinch between the thumb and index finger and work from the knuckle to the tip of the finger, pulling and stretching the fingertip. Do all fingers similarly. Press for 3 seconds at each point. 1, 2, 3. Pull and stretch. Repeat this 3 times. Once Shiatsu to both hands is completed, then stretch the hand. First, open both arms to shoulder width, then quickly and repeatedly press the fingertips of both hands together. Continue this for about 10 seconds. Spread the fingers apart and press the fingertips together firmly. Hold for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. Put the hands and fingers together and bend from side to side. Hold each side for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. With the hands together, bend up and down at the wrist. Hold 10 seconds and repeat up and down 3 times. With the hands together, twist vertically from side to side. Hold each side for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. Begin Shiatsu for the neck at the front of the neck, and remember to always start on the left side. Apply pressure to 4 points on each side, from below the jaw diagonally to the collarbone. With 1 thumb pressure, press lightly for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Next, the sides of the neck. Press 4 points from just below the bone behind the ear to just above the top of the shoulder. Apply 3-finger pressure on both sides simultaneously for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. Repeat 3 times. Then, at the back of the head, there is a point directly in the middle at the top of the spine. Spread both elbows out to the sides, then bow the head forward slightly, about 30 degrees, and apply pressure to the top of the spine with the left middle finger on the right middle finger as you slowly raise your head up again. Then lean backward 30 degrees and do similarly. Repeat 3 times. Finally, the back of the neck. 4 points along both sides, from the same height as the top of the spine down to the base of the neck. Apply 3-finger pressure toward the center of the head on both sides simultaneously, and press for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Once Shiatsu is completed, then stretch the neck. Clasp both hands behind the neck, then lean backwards. Hold for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. With both hands still behind your neck, lean slowly to each side. Hold for 10 seconds and repeat, right and left, 3 times. Shiatsu for the shoulders and upper limbs begins with the upper shoulder. Use 3-finger pressure from the right hand, pressing downward for 5 seconds on top of the left shoulder. Repeat 3 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, change hands and do likewise on the right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, there are 3 points on both the front and rear of the deltoid muscle. Pinch the muscle between the thumb and the other 4 fingers and apply pressure to both the front and rear simultaneously for 3 seconds at each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat the process 3 times. Then, the upper arm. There are 6 points on the inside and outside of the upper arm, from the armpit to the elbow. Pinch between the thumb and other 4 fingers and apply pressure to both the inside and outside simultaneously for 3 seconds at each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. There are 3 points on the inside of the elbow and 6 points around the joint on the outside. On the inside, use 1 thumb pressure for 3 seconds on each point and repeat 3 times. On the outside, grasp between the thumb and the other 4 fingers and press for 3 seconds at each point. Repeat 3 times. When done, cup your hand around the elbow, then rub in a circular motion at least 10 times clockwise. Then repeat in the counterclockwise direction. Finally, the forearm. From below the elbow down to the wrist, there are 8 points each in the middle of the inside and outside of each forearm. Here also, grasp between the thumb and other 4 fingers and press each point for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Once Shiatsu for both arms is completed, begin stretching. Turn the palms outward and extend both arms directly upward. Then likewise, straight out in front. Turn the palms inward behind you and extend both arms out behind your back. Relax both shoulders, then roll them in a circular motion backward, then forward, about 10 times each. Finally, grasp fingers of both hands behind your back. Hold each of these exercises for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. For the legs, there is a pressure point about 2 inches back from the tip of the hip bone and at a slight diagonal toward the buttocks, called the namikoshi point. With the right and left thumbs, apply pressure simultaneously to both sides of the pelvis, with a scooping motion toward the center. Press for 5 seconds and repeat 3 times. Next, apply thumb-on-thumb pressure to 10 points from the top of the leg down a slight diagonal line along the center of the front of the upper leg to just above the knee. Press for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Now, the inside of the upper leg. There are 10 points from the groin straight down along the center of the inside to just above the knee. Using the same thumb-on-thumb pressure, press for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then similarly, apply pressure to 10 points along the center of the outside upper leg, from the hip joint down to just above the knee. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Shiatsu for the knee. There are 3 points each, above and below the knee joint in front. Using pressure with both thumbs, press each point for 3 seconds each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat this process 3 times. After this, cup the knee tightly using hand-on-hand palm pressure and rub in a circular motion 10 times clockwise. Then 10 times counterclockwise. Now, to the outside of the shin. Follow 6 points from diagonally just below the knee down to the ankle. Use thumb-on-thumb pressure for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. On the top of the foot, there are 4 rows of 4 pressure points each, from between each toe toward the ankle, beginning with the big toe side and working toward the small toe. And there are 3 points on each toe. First, hold the toes with one hand for support while applying one thumb pressure with the other hand for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then apply pressure to 3 points on each toe by pinching the front and back of each toe. Apply pressure from the joint to the tip, pulling and stretching the tips. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull and stretch. Repeat 3 times. Finally, grasp all the toes at once and move them rhythmically back and forth. Next, Shiatsu for the back of the thigh. There are 10 points from just below the buttocks, following the center down to just above the knee. And there are 3 points on the back of the knee. With 3-finger pressure using both hands, press for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. The back of the knee also needs 3-finger pressure using both hands, working from the outside to the inside for 3 seconds on each point, and repeat 3 times. For the calf, there are 8 points in back, from below the knee to the Achilles tendon just above the heel. Use 1 thumb pressure for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Next, grasp with one hand and apply pressure for 3 seconds each on 6 points on the inside of the calf. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. There are 4 points on the soles of the feet, along the center from just below the toes to the heel. Apply pressure with both thumbs for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then, apply thumb-on-thumb pressure for 5 seconds to the arch of the foot, and repeat 3 times. Lastly, grasp the toes and strongly stretch the Achilles tendon and the calf. Hold for 10 seconds. Once Shiatsu has been completed on both legs, commence stretching. Extend your leg out in front and press down just above the knee. Then switch legs and repeat 3 times. Bend one knee, keeping both feet flat on the floor, and lean the upper body forward to stretch the back of the leg. Then switch legs. Hold each for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. Using a chair or wall for support, swing the leg in a circular motion as high as you can, to the front, the side, the rear, and back again, and repeat 10 times. Extend one leg in front and pull the toes back while leaning forward. This stretches the backs of the leg. Then switch. Pull each leg up and back to touch the buttocks, to stretch the front of the leg. Shiatsu for the back. First, there are 2 rows of 3 points each, on the upper left and right sides between the spine and the shoulder blades. Use 3-finger pressure for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times per side. For the lower back, apply pressure simultaneously to 10 points on each side of the spine, from just below the shoulder blades toward the waist. Place your thumbs on both sides of the spine and the other 4 fingers of each hand on your sides for support. Press each point for 3 seconds. The most effective method is to stretch up and downward slightly at every other point. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then press 3 points on each side along the belt line. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. When done with Shiatsu, then stretch your back. Place one hand on your stomach and one on your back, and slowly twist from side to side. Hold for 10 seconds. Switch hands and twist the other way. Repeat 3 times. While keeping your feet facing away from the wall, turn around to touch the wall. Alternate sides and hold each side for 10 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Place one forearm atop the other on top of your head and lean sideways in the direction opposite that of the arm resting directly on the head. Then switch arms to lean the other way. Hold each side for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. While sitting, clasp your hands behind your head and lean forward as far as possible. Hold for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. There are 6 points in a line along the center of the head, from the hairline to the top of the head. Use 3-finger on 3-finger pressure on each point for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then, from the top of the head, pull your fingers apart and apply pressure to 6 rows of 3 points each down the sides of the head for 3 seconds on each point, while moving back toward the hairline. Next, there are 3 points on the center rear of the head. Apply 3-finger pressure using both hands for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then, apply hand-on-hand palm pressure to the front, top, and back of the head. Then apply one palm pressure to both sides of the head. From the tear ducts to the corners of each eye, there are 4 points each above and below the eyelids. Apply pressure with middle and index fingers for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. There are 3 points on the temples, from the corners of the eyes toward the ears. Apply 3-finger pressure simultaneously on both sides, pulling slightly toward the ear, for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. For facial shiatsu, there are 3 points down each side of the nose, 3 points below the cheekbones toward the ears, and 3 points on each side of the mouth. Apply pressure with middle and index fingers to both sides of the nose simultaneously for 3 seconds at each point. 1, 2, 3. Below the cheekbones and at the sides of the mouth, apply 3-finger pressure simultaneously to both sides, 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat each area 3 times. There are 10 points on the abdomen. Use hand-on-hand palm pressure on each point for 3 seconds in the following order, starting at the solar plexus. Just above the navel, the lower abdomen, the right flank, below the right rib cage, again at the solar plexus, just below the left rib cage, the left flank, below and to the left of the navel, and just above the pelvis. When finished, apply circular palm pressure just above the navel for about 1 second per revolution and repeat 10 times. Then finally, vibrate the abdomen for at least 10 seconds. After repeating each 3 times, begin stretching your abdomen. Place your hands on your lower back and lean back as far as possible. Hold for 10 seconds and repeat 3 times. Then, lean backward into a bridge with your hands against the wall. Bend back as far as you can and hold for 10 seconds. Shiatsu for shoulder stiffness begins with 1 point at the base of the neck. Then, 3 points from the top of the shoulders down to between the shoulder blades. And finally, 3 points on the top of the shoulders. Press the first point for 5 seconds. Then, press all other points for 3 seconds each. And repeat 3 times. Using 3-finger pressure with the right hand, press the left shoulder toward the center of the body. Then, do the same on the right shoulder, using 3-finger pressure with the left hand. Repeat 3 times. For lower back pain, there is 1 point on each side of the base of the spine and 3 points on both sides along the belt line. Place your hands toward the back of your hips and press with your thumbs for 5 seconds on both sides of the base of the spine, placing the other 4 fingers on your sides for support. Then apply pressure to the belt line points for 3 seconds each and repeat 3 times. Next, about 2 inches back from the tip of the hip bone and at a slight diagonal toward the buttocks is the namikoshi point. Apply 1 thumb pressure to both sides of the pelvis simultaneously, toward the center in a scooping motion. Press for 5 seconds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and repeat 3 times. Finally, apply hand-on-hand palm pressure to the front lower abdomen for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. To relieve oversensitivity to cold, first apply pressure to 5 points on each side of the lower back simultaneously, from top to bottom. Press for 3 seconds at each point and repeat 3 times. Next, apply hand-on-hand palm pressure to the front lower abdomen for 3 seconds and repeat 3 times. Then, apply 3-finger pressure to the upper fronts of both legs simultaneously. Repeat 3 times for 3 seconds each. Finally, apply pressure with both thumbs to 4 points along the center of the soles of the feet, from the toes toward the heel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then, apply thumb-on-thumb pressure to the arch of the foot for 5 seconds and repeat 3 times. For headache relief, there are 6 points in a line, from the front hairline to the top of the head. Using 3-finger on 3-finger pressure, press for 3 seconds on each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Then, at the top of your head, separate your hands and apply pressure to 6 rows of 3 points each, on both sides of your head, for 3 seconds per point, while moving back toward the front hairline. Next, there are 3 points on the back of your head. Apply 3-finger pressure using both hands. Press each time for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Finally, apply palm pressure to both sides of your head for 10 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For relief of constipation, apply pressure to 1 point on each side of the base of the spine with the thumbs for 5 seconds. Then to 3 points on both sides along the belt line for 3 seconds each. And repeat 3 times. Next, about 2 inches back from the tip of the hip bone and at a slight diagonal toward the buttocks is the namikoshi point. With the right and left thumbs, apply pressure to both sides of the pelvis, toward the center in a scooping motion. Press for 5 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Finally, apply 3-finger pressure using both hands for 3 seconds on each of 4 points in the sigmoid colon area. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. For relief of stomach ache, begin at the top of the left shoulder. Using 3-finger pressure with your right hand, apply pressure directed toward the center of the body. Press for 5 seconds and repeat 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next are 3 points between the shoulder blades in the middle of the back. Put your left hand behind you and apply 1 thumb pressure 3 seconds at each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times on both sides. Finally, apply 3-finger pressure using both hands on the solar plexus, just below the breastbone. Press for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Shiatsu for relief of diarrhea begins with 5 points on both sides of the lower back just above the pelvis, next to the gaps between the bottom 5 vertebrae. Place your hands toward the back of your hips and press with your thumbs, keeping them as perpendicular to the skin surface as possible. Press each point for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Next, about 2 inches back from the tip of the hip bone and at a slight diagonal toward the buttocks is the Namikoshi point. With the right and left thumbs, apply pressure to both sides of the pelvis, toward the center in a scooping motion. Press 3 times for 5 seconds each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally, apply 1 palm pressure to the left and right sides of the abdomen, simultaneously for 5 seconds, and repeat 3 times. For snoring, apply Shiatsu first to the 3 points on each side of the nose. Use pressure with the middle and index fingers for 3 seconds per point, and repeat 3 times. Points beside the nostrils are especially important. Next, there is 1 point in the back of the head at the top of the spine, and 4 points on each side of the back of the neck. Lower the head forward slightly and apply pressure at the top of the spine with the left middle finger on the right middle finger as you slowly lift the head back up. Repeat 3 times for 5 seconds each. For the 4 points at the back of the neck, apply 3-finger pressure on both sides simultaneously for 3 seconds each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Shiatsu for neck stiffness, particularly from sleeping in a bad position, begins with rubbing the stiff area in a pulling and stretching motion with 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, apply 3-finger pressure to the back of the neck on the stiff area. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat this process several times. For relief of eye strain, there are 4 points along the bottom of the eyelids and 4 points above, from the tear ducts to the corners of the eyes. Apply pressure with the middle and index fingers for 3 seconds at each point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Lastly, apply palm pressure over the eyes for 10 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For relief of hiccups, begin with pressure on the 3rd point in the row of 4 points from just below the jaw to the collarbone. Using 1 thumb pressure with your left thumb, press for 3 seconds on the left side of your neck. Then do the same on the right side of the neck using 1 thumb pressure with the right thumb. Avoid pressing the windpipe and apply pressure toward the rear of the neck. 1, 2, 3. Repeat this process several times. Next, using hand-on-hand palm pressure, firmly press the solar plexus. 1, 2, 3. And repeat several times. For relief of a hangover, there is 1 point at the solar plexus, just below the breastbone, and 3 points below the right rib cage at the liver. Apply hand-on-hand palm pressure for 3 seconds at each point. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. For ringing in the ears, insert your index fingers into both ears and vibrate the fingers as rapidly as possible for 10 seconds. Then pull your fingers from your ears as fast as possible. Repeat this several times. To relieve dizziness, apply Shiatsu to both temples and both sides of the head. Use 3-finger pressure on both sides simultaneously and press strongly for from 5 to 8 seconds. Repeat several times. To help prevent thinning or graying of the hair, spread the fingers of each hand apart and apply pressure simultaneously on both sides of the head, beginning at the top and moving down to the sides. 3 seconds per press. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Work from the front hairline toward the rear of the head. Then, apply Shiatsu in the same manner to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. After repeating this process 3 times, vibrate the fingers, again beginning at the front hairline, for 3 seconds per point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This stimulates the entire scalp. For relief of nosebleed, apply pressure just below the center rear of the head at the top of the spine. Bow the head forward slightly and apply pressure with the left middle finger on the right middle finger as you slowly raise your head up again. Press from 5 to 8 seconds. To relieve cramps in the calf muscle, apply 1 thumb pressure to 8 points from the back of the knee down to the ankle. Press for 3 seconds at each point. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Next, grasp the leg with one hand and apply pressure for 3 seconds at each of 6 points on the inside of the calf. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat 3 times. Finally, pull the toes back for 10 seconds to strongly stretch the Achilles tendon and the calf. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To relieve drowsiness, there is one point on the inside bridge of both sides of the nose. Apply slightly upward pressure with the middle and index fingers on the left and right sides simultaneously. Press strongly for 5 seconds. One more point is in the gap between the back of the jawbone and the bone behind the earlobe on each side of the head. Here also, strongly apply slightly upward pressure with the middle and index fingers on the right and left sides at the same time for 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5. By making Shiatsu a part of your daily lifestyle, you can create a personalized method of relieving the stress and pains that occur in your own unique life. And by combining it with stretching to beautify and limber up your body, you can look and feel younger and healthier and enjoy a richer, more fulfilling life.